Hi, Gary here. I was taking an Uber to the airport a couple weeks ago, and the gentleman who was driving me was a ninth grade English teacher. And so I asked him, I said, this is early morning, what are you doing here? And he says, well, 3 hours every day from about 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, I drive for Uber, which is about 15 hours a week. And the way he figured it, he was saving net about $700 a month, and he was using that to pay off his student loans. I thought pretty cool. And he was paying up his student loans 5 years faster than he had anticipated. He just really wanted to get rid of the student loans. This is just an example of a gig, a side gig. He's a teacher during the day, and he does Uber in the morning. Pretty simple one to do. Just get a car, leave from the house, pick up a few people, go to school, do that a couple days a week, or 5 days a week he's been doing it. So he's got about a 60-hour work week rather than, say, a 40 or 45-hour work week. And it got to me thinking about that. The bad news right now for young people out there is the fact that wages haven't gone up. So it's very expensive to live, and with all the student debt and the car loans and all the other stuff out there, it's just really difficult to live. And so you almost need some extra income for a lot of folks to be able to get that stuff paid off so you can move on down the road to do other things, save for a house, save for retirement, save for different kinds of things, that emergency funds and other things you want to do. So the good news is it's never been easier to get a gig, and these gigs are come in all sorts of forms. Now in his case, if we look at as an independent contractor or a temp, or basically you have TaskRabbit, Uber, Airbnb, and many others. Now if you really want to get into the freelance side of it, which means you're going to work out of your home or anywhere you want to work out of, then you have stuff like Elance, which is really freelancing in a variety of different areas, Top Coder, which is for programmers, 99 Designs, which is graphic design people, and you keep going down the line. There's lots of different ways. Now, you might have to go back to school online to hone up on certain things to be able to pick up one of these skill sets, but there are ways to get these gigs to meet some of these financial goals, which is really cool. Those things were not around years ago. You had to go take a second job at a 7-Eleven or wherever. So this is also a place where it can be a backstop. So if you did lose your job and you have been doing some of these other gigs, you do have a place temporarily to make some money to make ends meet while you go back to your primary job. And I don't believe these jobs are necessarily permanent jobs, but to help us get through tough financial times, or as you're starting off, to pay off student loans or car loans or other things, so then as your income goes up in your full-time job, you're able to make a big difference and get down the road faster and feel less stress and about everything that's going on, at least from a financial standpoint. I thought this would be something you should consider. If you haven't thought about it and you felt trapped out there where you couldn't pay your bills, this is a way for you to go ahead and do this on the side. You can put a little more commitment and time and everything, but it's doable. So until next time, enjoy.